India is just another world, but it's my world. 1.4 billion people, cramped in the space of half of Australia. The smell, the people, the culture, the music. God's heart breaks for India. We've seen hundreds of thousands of COVID deaths. If ever there was a time for salvation in India, it is now. It was in 2017 that I first attended Kingdomcity, Dubai. There was a spark in that place. We stepped down from our previous roles and we were looking for a home. It was in 2019 that a friend of ours asked us to consider Kingdomcity.
Joe called me and I could hear it in his voice. I knew this was the moment that would shift us as a couple. And we started praying about it and Joe received a scripture.
We knew there was a new season coming. The Lord gave me a scripture from Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 15, where He says, I will take them to Zion and I will give them shepherds after my own heart. For me and Betsy, it was something awesome for us to know that here is a place that we can sow our lives into. We always had a yes in our hearts. We served as youth ministers for more than 2 decades. Kingdomcity didn't look like just the next thing. It was the house that we always wanted to be a part of. After a few conversations with Pastor Mark and Pastor David and the rest of the team, we were invited to the staff camp in KL in Jan of 2020, just to be a fly on the wall. But our hearts were open and we were seeking. And then we walked into a Kingdomcity service in KL, and the rest is history.
We were captivated by the fathers and leaders in the room, the atmosphere. So when we went back to the hotel, we said, we must be real stubborn if we can't see what God is doing here. But now what? COVID hits. Would our plans need to be put on hold? God had other plans. His timing is perfect.
We joined Greenhouse. We joined the Kingdomcity online campus. We didn't know how it was all going to work out. We just trusted God. And we just decided to say yes. Yes to Connects. Yes to the Greenhouse. Yes to the online campus. Yes to doing translations. Yes to God in everything. We started 2 Connects in our hometown in April 2020, which soon grew to 4. And we were able to come together for the Connect conference in August 2020.
We were on a journey of faith, but we gave into the miracle offering. And our prayer was to see a miracle of supernatural provision and protection through the season that was coming. Joe and I now stand on the other side of that and see what God has done.
What if we never said yes? What if we never stepped out in faith? What if we just settled for the okay? God has been so faithful to Bets and I. All we've done is put 1 foot forward in obedience to the call on our hearts and to say yes to God. The Connects in Cochin started to grow. That's when a door opened for us in Delhi, which is the opposite side to where we are. I board a plane and get to Delhi in the midst of India's worst COVID crisis. 24,000 cases on one of the days I was there. All our meetings, our gatherings, and everything we had planned out of the window. But God had other plans. We spent our time meeting families one-on-one and running This is Kingdomcity in small homes and starting Connects in the midst of the pandemic. Nothing can stop the gospel.
We are now doing our 2nd year of Greenhouse and have 20 students across Cochin and Delhi. 19 of them serve on the prayer team and we are pushing forward. We are not waiting for this COVID to be over. God is not limited by the pandemic.
It seems impossible, but India needs a church like this. Hungry, passionate, and on fire for God. 8 people in your Connect can become 80 and 800 and 8,000 in a church in the future. How can the vision of Kingdomcity come into the hearts of the people? So many times, I don't know how, but I've come to realize it's not the how, but it's about our yes. God didn't reveal His plan in any great way. He just directed our faith steps as we said,
Yes!